The sweet taste of victory. Clemson's finger-waving triumph in Columbia. Clemson fans, it's been a season of pointing fingers, but this past weekend in November brought a much-needed pause and a reason to smile. While the season may have fallen short of grand expectations, there's one thing that remains constant: Clemson's dominance over South Carolina. This Saturday in Columbia was all about celebrating the little victories, and what better way to do that than with some finger-pointing and delicious chicken fingers. The students of South Carolina may have their familiar chicken fingers, but Clemson fans had the last laugh with their middle fingers, especially after Ricardo Jones' pick six that sealed the deal. Despite the losses, Clemson's world still feels normal and therapeutic. And let's be honest, beating South Carolina is always a sweet victory. None of those losses were to the Gamecocks, who entered the game as favorites but ended their season with a disappointing 4-8 record. So, while 2025 may not be memorable, this one definitely is. Clemson's win in Columbia was their 6th consecutive victory, and their 18th win in the last 23 visits dating back to 1981. It's a record that speaks volumes about their dominance. With 4 consecutive wins, Clemson now has a chance to finish the season on a high note with a bowl victory. Who would have thought that after the 1-3 and 3-5 starts, this team would find its groove? But here's where it gets controversial. Shane Beamer and Lenora Sellers, the architects of South Carolina's recent success, were on the receiving end of Clemson's defensive masterclass. The birds were flying, and the women were crying as Clemson's defense shut down Sellers and the Gamecocks' offense. Jones' 2 interceptions in the second half, including the pick six, were the turning point. South Carolina, despite their best efforts, couldn't match Clemson's defensive prowess. Clemson's defense, led by first-year coordinator Tom Allen, was relentless. They contained Sellers, sacked him 5 times, and limited the Gamecocks' rushing attack. It was a dominant performance that showcased Clemson's resilience. And this is the part most people miss. Cade Klubnik, despite not throwing a touchdown pass in 3 starts against the Gamecocks, led his team to victory. His improvised touchdown run in the second quarter was a game-changer. Klubnik's 268-yard passing performance and Randall's 102-yard rushing effort showcased Clemson's offensive prowess. Despite some familiar warts, they controlled the game and dominated the time of possession. The final rushing tally was a resounding 147-41 advantage for Clemson, a testament to their ability to establish a ground game even against an SEC team. Dabo Swinney, with a 10-7 record against South Carolina, has proven his mettle in this rivalry. He hasn't lost in Columbia since 2013, and that's a record to be proud of. So Clemson fans, raise those middle fingers and savor the taste of victory. Even in the toughest of seasons, there's always something to celebrate. And let's not forget the chicken fingers. They still taste great. Join TigerIllustrated.com to stay updated with all the latest Clemson news and recruiting updates. It's the ultimate destination for hardcore Clemson football fans.